Good morning, coming to you from a snowy trail again here in Michigan. It's crazy. I'll have to go review the tape. Have to throw one of those red replay flags, but I believe I was talking about how it was starting to turn into springish, starting to get warmer, and literally had no idea this was going to happen. Woke up this morning, saw snow, and the kids didn't have school, so they're excited. I guess we're excited too. A little less hectic time in the morning for Amanda while I'm off hiking. Anyway, as I mentioned yesterday, my type A kind of took over, and I also talked about ChatGPT this morning. I was going to talk more about that, but that's going to be boring for someone that might not be interested in it. If anybody does want to talk about that, honestly, just go ahead and send me a message and we can schedule 15-20 minutes to jump on a Zoom call, and I could show you some of the things I've learned about it. But I thought, actually, after thinking about it, it'd be more appropriate to lay out the plan. So yesterday I talked about the fact that there was kind of a intersection between two things. Number one was the fact that I had been researching the 50 plus market, identifying the different challenges that we face and the different things that we think about. And also the fact that the things that when you search on the internet and find based on the interests of people that are 50 plus, it legitimately feels as though they're talking about folks that might be in their 70s or 80s, because they talk about golden years. And again, maybe that's a little bit of my own personal insecurity of not want to be lumped into the older group that I'm in, but it just doesn't feel right. You know, I know that with all of the advancements in technology and information and health sciences and all that stuff, I mean, heck, the average life expectancy in 1988 was 74 years, and the life expectancy right now is just a touch under 80 years. So you can see not only, I mean, that's only a 5-year difference, which is, I guess, fairly significant. But that's 5 years taken into account a lot of the people on the upper end that are dragging that number down. So it really is making a significant difference. But the consistent themes that came up as I was looking at challenges of growing older, number one was having a social circle to be able to support you. And because you need to get that fulfillment, and relationships truly are important. So, I mean, if you think about it, when we were born, we obviously started to develop friendships, and we had the family dynamic, and we had all these people around us all the time, and all the way probably through high school. There were all of these activities, and then even if you go into college, you had that kind of continued camaraderie and folks that you're there with. And then all of a sudden, you grow up and you start adulting and you get married and you have kids. But more importantly, I think at the moment you start to work and start your career, there's this belief that we have to sell out all happiness and freedom and all the stuff that made us happy up to that point in our life and go in a different direction, because we need to build a career and we need to be successful. Well, obviously, there's a lot of challenges that come along with that. But once we start to be 50 and look back and go, holy crap, like I was 18, 20 years old, and I really dove in and started my career, and now I'm 50 years old, and all of that stuff that brought me joy and excitement and everything else when I was at the time when I started my career has been gone for 30 years. I want some of that stuff back. But if we want some of that stuff back, there's got to be people that we're going to be able to experience it with. And so the overall highest level of my plan is I'm going to create a community for 50 plus people online, and I'll provide all the details. But I want to build a community of other people who recognize there's a huge opportunity for us in this next 50 years. We have so many things that we can accomplish. And when we have new technological advancements to be able to clear out the clutter and clear out any obstructions that would prevent you from getting that done, now we literally have no excuses. We can do things hundreds times more efficiently than we used to, and we can get it done. But now, by building this community, we'll have a bunch of like-minded people communicating, interacting, cheering each other on, people that we might be able to go and do some of these adventures with. So the community is going to be the first aspect. And in the coming days, I'll talk about more elements of that, and it will launch. It's not going to be like weeks out. It's going to be launching in, I would say, probably by the end of the weekend. So I want to get that rolling, and I want to start to have conversations and learn more about our stuff. The second thing I want to do is I want to build a website with different curriculum. I've been giving workshops, seminars, boot camps, talks on marketing and building businesses and all that stuff now for about 2 decades. And Amanda has her MBA, and she also has a teaching degree. So she's helped turn the craziness that's up in my head into curriculum in a number of different ways. And some of that curriculum that exists already, I've already tweaked, and I'm ready to start to build a video library of very intentional courses that will help move through this process of choosing a different direction, finding a different direction, either in our personal lives or in our careers, right? And it will be step-by-step stuff. Everything that's going to be in those courses is going to be actionable, and it's going to be something that you're not going to throw caution to the wind and see if it works. I'm going to show you specifically, and the reason I know that these different steps and different things work is not only because they work for me, but because there's a lot of the stuff I don't just make up. It's stuff that I've learned from other people, because I have been deeply diving into the area of personal development and high performance and all that stuff for 30 years now. So the stuff is grounded in reality. And it just takes us going, all right, now that I'm 50, I'm not going to be closed-minded anymore. I'm going to open it up, my mind, and I'm going to go forward and do this stuff with confidence. But yeah, I'm really excited about the coursework. Another thing that is going to be a component of it is I'm going to start to do some different adventure retreats, like super cool stuff. I just had a meeting with a guy yesterday, and he agreed to do the opening retreat with us, which is going to be here in a couple months. And I've got somebody else that I'm going to be approaching to come and spend some time talking to us, who is like one of my favorite people. He is just the coolest guy with the greatest story, and I don't want to give anything away, but our opening retreat for all of this stuff is going to be so cool. And everything that we do within this community is going to be done to intentionally create an experience, because that experience, if we create it the right way, is going to embed a memory, an anchor we can anchor to. We can go back to that memory anytime and relive the excitement and just the cool stuff that was happening. But in the coming days, I'll continue to share elements of this, but I want you to notice how, now this is something that just obviously I had a wild hair after not shooting videos for a few days, and all of a sudden a plan starts to formulate and come into view, because the universe is helping me achieve what it is I want to achieve. But I want to show that it's very easy, because I'm going to be following the process that we've already created to do this, but it's very easy to follow a process and get a really good outcome in a relatively short period of time. So it's not something where you're going, I want to start to go in a different direction, so I'm going to build a business in my spare time, and in 5 years I'm going to be in a position where I can exit my job that I hate and that brings me no joy, and that I've hated for 30 years, but I mindlessly sleptwalk through this like a habit, and I finally decided I'm not going to do it, so I'm going to start a business, and in 5 years I'll just do my business full time. Bullshit. Like, these processes will show you how to do things extremely quickly, confidently, and all the steps that you need to take. So anyway, that's it for today. That is my plan. Type A can't stay away, but I'm really excited to share with you on this journey as I continue to go forward and do this. And I truly hope that it inspires even one person to go out there and go, yeah, no more putting up with this crap that I've been allowing myself to do. I'm going to change. I'm going to go in a different direction. And me, Pete, I want to make sure that I'm building a community that can support you in that journey and provide you with all the resources and access to the people that can help you make that happen. But anyway, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. I look forward to it.